Hi guys, welcome back to episode 8, I believe, of Call of Cthulhu. We are still in the library where we just got done talking to Kat, and we're going to move on to examine the gallery and see what's going on with the Shambler. That's interesting. Alright. And shall we go in? Yeah, it's a lot of really weird things. What is going on with that guy? Okay, let's see if we can examine any of these.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Weird. These are all very creepy. That looks like another version of the picture we've been seeing. Okay. Very enlightening there, Mr. Pierce. Oh, that one's got like the tentacle face. Ugh. Oh, that was creepy. Wasn't expecting that. This guy certainly had a weird taste in artwork. Oh yeah, we'll get that last. Weird.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
How in the world did he get those statues in here? And why does he have knives in every single one? And hiding spots. Lovely. Yep, no, we're not going in there. Crazy. I wonder where he got all this. Good Lord. Never seen a mask that big.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
I like that one. What is that little girl doing to the goose? Poor thing. Oh, is this a bigger version of it? Oh, it is. Oh. Ow, poor goose. Oh. Gives me the creeps. I wonder if, how many of these paintings were by Sarah. I mean, he was a big admirer of her work. I would assume he had more than one. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And that's more oil. Let's just make sure we're topped up. Okay. Yeah. That's got Sarah Hawkins' signature on it, so a lot of these had that also. So she must have done a lot of the artwork in here. But I wonder where he got the statues. Alright, are we ready? Oh, that thing is so ugly. Up into it. Why did you do that? I love how his hair changes when he's afraid. Creepy. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Where did he go? Where is he? Okay, oh, Lord. You know what? Oh, shoot! Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yep. Run, get up and run. Run. Just run. I'm not gonna hide. Oh gosh, he's there. Yep. Oh. Yep.
Damn.
Grab it.
Tearing the painting with this thing.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yep, keep running. Just keep running. Keep on running. Run. Stab. Do something. Nope. Wrong one. Get up. Come on, go, run. Where'd he go? Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be so loud. Oh, my goodness. Okay, yep. No. Let's try this one, because he said something here. Grab it. Where is it? Yeah. Where is he? Come on, let's get out of here. I don't like this. Oh, my goodness. I don't like this. Kill it. Stab it. Oh, I don't like this. No, I don't want to go in. No. No.
What's the matter with you?
Oh my goodness, that was intense.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective.
Yeah,
At this
I think
rate,
so.
You're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
You sound crazy.
I think so too.
Really? Oh, wait, what?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
Oh,
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Yeah, why are you giving this to me?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Oh, God, that painting creeps me out. What was she looking at? Oh, wait a minute, is that... I don't know what she was looking at. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but that really freaked me out a little bit. I'm sure that will not be the last time we see him either. Oh, man. Alright, let's enter the nameless bookstore. This isn't a scary word. My heart is still pounding from that.
Where is the bookseller?
Yeah, where is the bookseller?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work, written by Sigmund Freud, a psychologist, describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Oh, yay. Oh, that's right, we got some points. Let's see if we can assign them. 2. Well, let's go here. It's expert. Let's, how many more do we still need? 2 there. And 2 there. Oh, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go like that. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I won't miss any more clues. Darkwater history. The Puritan colony, led by Reverend John Wickwood, settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behavior. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. So, okay. So these diaries that we've been finding, what was it, 2, 3, and 4 we've found so far, are from the first colonists of the island, or well, the wife of the Reverend, who was part of the first colonists. That's interesting. What do we have here?
Another volume of the
volume
Reverend's
4.
wife's
Sorry.
diary.
I thought we had already found volume 4. The pastor, declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds truth. So I guess whatever is going on here now has kind of been going on since the beginning. It's kind of the takeaway I'm getting from these clues. Why is there a bone and a hand bone here? Interesting. Well, let's go in here, I guess. Good Lord, I thought it was a bookstore, not a skull emporium. Another book here. Volume 4. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then the region was a favored refuge for crustaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Interesting. Doesn't really look like we can do much in here. We got more lamp oil. I think we're probably good. I double dipped the whale oil last time. Let's see if we have anything here. Oh no, we already looked there. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. Ooh, yay. I think we're, one more away from a level up on that? As precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgery specific to malformations and motor disorders. Wow. Those 2 medical books right in a row, that's very nice. I can say one thing about this game, it's very green. Those are kind of cool. Nothing here.
What happened here?
I guess we're going to find out.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Okay, well.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Okay, I see the blood. Here?
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
I guess we're not going in there, so maybe back here? Oh, here maybe? Oh, no.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Nothing here, though. Anything over here? No. Okay. I think it's leading us to the back room. Yeah, I don't see any. Well, let's double check back here just in case. Yeah.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
It's
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
weird. Is that the guy from the bar at the beginning of the game? I can't tell,
Drake
but it
put in a
looks
great
like
deal
it.
of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
I swear I think that's the guy from the beginning of, from the bar at the beginning of the game. He was sitting there reading and mumbling to himself. I thought he worked at the Institute. But I think it's this person here. Ooh.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine could hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preferences for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The contents of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay. The least that could be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods present are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors to consult its pages. Wow, we are just ranking up our medicine left and right here. Nothing.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins's trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Wow. $2,053 is what it sold for. Back then, that was a lot of money. Of course, now it would be a lot of money also. But
is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
More sleeping pills. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so we need to go find the cylinders to unlock the safe. And we now have all these.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
I'm just going to click on
How many volumes are there in this collection?
You can pause if you want to read the description of all of them.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Okay. Let's see if we can find the cylinders. The Greeks were into human anatomy, so we will check those.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Well, okay. Let's go. Chessboard is lit up. And the chalice, so that may have something to do with our clue here.
What kind of chalice?
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? Okay.
Things are not looking good.
No, they're not. Queen is in a precarious position there. Alright, let's listen to one.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay, so the first number has something to do with the chalice.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, the second one has something to do with either the queen or a chessboard.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that the last number is 9 since he specifically mentioned book 9. So we need to figure out which one mentions
The Queen has little protection.
the Queen and which one references the chalice. Let me see if I should, because I looked at them, they should be in our clues. No. I know there's a way to pull them up. Oh, that was his memoirs. Clues maybe? Nope. Inventory. Here we go. Come on, down, down, down. Nope, it didn't give me the books. Shoot. Alright, So we've got book 9 there. I'm going to assume that's the last number. That's book 5 up there, but we can't click on it.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Alright, volume 1. No.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Yes, I know he did. Alright, I wonder why we can't click on 5. Let me go back and look at the chessboard real quick. Let's see if there's a clue here. Well, she's surrounded by 3 pawns, or no, sorry, 2 pawns and the bishop. So let's try 3 for this number, the middle number, 9 for the last number. And
The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2. Alright, let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 rubies on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and 5 emeralds. So let's go 5 for the first number, 3 because the pawn is, or the queen is surrounded by 3 other chess pieces. I mean, technically, let me see. 1, 2. Technically, she's surrounded by 4 because I believe the knight, the knight can the knight take the queen? 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. I don't play chess. I know the fundamentals of it, and I know how the pieces move, but I don't play. And so we're gonna go with 3 surrounded on that because I do not believe the knight can take the queen. But that's what I'm going with is 5, 3, 9. I hope it works. If not, I don't know. Because I don't think the books are going to give us the solution that I was looking for. Well, here we go. All we can do is hope, right? So I said 5, 3, 9. Here we go. Well, that was either right or dumb luck. Oh, this doesn't look good. Nope, definitely not good. We're back at the Institute again. Okay. Nameless bookstore. Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller safe to find with the ladder and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Okay. Well, I guess this is happening, whether we wanted it to or not. I believe we will probably end the episode once the cutscene is done here. If the game ever loads. The load times are a little crazy. And here we go.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are those two arguing about? I can't hear. Alright, tell me about his symptoms.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Okay, where's he from?
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Probably. Yeah, can I see his medical file?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
No, I don't think I know enough, but apparently I do.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Let me examine him.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Okay, well, let's start with the head.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So he has dying tissue. Okay. His hands.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Well, I would like to know how we saw his toes when we were looking at his hands. But okay. And if he's suffering from hypothermia, why would they not have him covered up?
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Okay, he's severely dehydrated.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion.
He's not
I've
on
even
an
gone
IV.
beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Okay. The man does not have an IV hooked up.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Okay, if you say so.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Infection.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
You know, the state of your walls is deplorable. Yeah.
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
No.
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Yeah, hidden files.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Okay, and yeah, see, the guy's IV is not hooked up, so he is not under constant perfusion.